¿Tú usas Viva Paru?
Uno de Dios, pana. Yo uso perfume, mire.
Oh, wow, está bueno.
My name is Juan Bago, and I had a mission to get people in my community to try new things. With advice from my friends, doing experiments, and talking to anyone I could, I got some crazy results. Let me show you with my Bago Briefs. On today's episode, I want to know how I can get more Latinos into CBD. First, I'm going to the person I always get advice from, and that's my childhood friend and Mr. Know-It-All, Jamie.
My favorite healing remedies are the ones I grow just outside in my garden.
You mean like marijuana?
No, I'm talking about like cilantro, lavender, German chamomile. Of course I mean marijuana, man. What else do you think I'm gonna be growing in my garden? I'm not even a gardener. And cannabis is a natural healing remedy, but Latinos still look at it as a big, bad, scary drug.
I see what you're saying. So it all comes down to marketing.
Exactly. Now you wanna go outside and get high in my weed garden?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Thanks to Jamie, I figured out a potential way to get more Latinos into CBD, selling Vicks VapoRub infused with CBD oil on the streets and letting the potential client try for themselves. You can't get better marketing than this. It's grassroots, in this case, from my bag. Now this is what I'm talking about. With sales like these, it's showing me that there are a lot more open-minded people than I thought. On second thought, I might not have read all the laws involved with selling CBD oils in the streets. Rookie mistake. A little minor setback. But now it's time to hit the streets of Washington Heights to see if I can find people that know about CBD.
CBD. No, it's okay. You're looking good, bro. You're looking better than me. Do you use CBD?
CBD and THC, right?
No, THC is completely different. We're talking about CBD, which is actually legal. Do you think enough of Latinos use CBD?
They should.
They should.
Okay, but why don't they?
It's a stigma, I think.
In our culture, it is seen as a gateway drug. So now they think that you're going to derail. They don't want you to derail.
Especially if it's like the older generation, like taboo.
They're going to always think it has psychoactive. Mami me decía de que, pero tiene 1.3.
Do you think enough Latinos, like the older generation, know that CBD is legal?
Yeah, I don't think they all know, but they should, get, informed.
So I decided to check with older Latinos first to see if they knew CBD is legal.
Oh, DVD.
CBD. CBD. No, la cosa que es legal. Yo estoy hablando de la cosa que, la crema que usan y que la usan ahí para cuando tienen un golpe, una cosa así. No ilegal, no THC. La gente que dicen mucho que es de marihuana, pues no es de marihuana. Ese CBD es diferente. ¿Tú lo usas?
Si no contiene ningún tipo de droga, porque yo soy antidroga.
Some thought it was illegal just to talk about it.
No es marihuana.
Nada de que contenga droga, nada.
Ok, ¿tú nunca has ido de CBD o tú piensas que CBD es malo?
No, yo nunca he escuchado nada de eso. No
So
sé
tú
si es malo, si es bueno, yo no sé nada de eso.
Overall, it seems like they haven't been marketed to correctly. That's where I come in.
If I was doing marketing and I was trying to get more Latinos to use CBD, do you think Binge with CBD would help get more Latinos?
Probably.
It would make your job easier, right?
Absolutely.
Joints without using joints.
Word.
Si yo te digo a ti que Binge va a salir con uno que dice con CBD, ¿tú lo usas?
Yo no tengo dolores, gracias a Dios.
Yo, if Goya was coming out with CBD oil covered beans, do you think that will get your relatives?
Yeah. 100%.
I agree.
What if I told you VapoRub came up with CBD?
That would have Latinos CBD. Dame un Viva Perú, pero de los DDD.
Trillion.
Okay.
From Bonao that you didn't even know you had, my man.
Y yo te digo a ti que Vaporub va a salir con uno CBD, ¿tú lo usas?
Claro que sí.
Yes, I did it. This is sure to be the way to get everyone on board to use CBD.
Viva Perú. ¿Tú usas Viva Perú?
Uno de Dios, pana. Yo uso perfume, mire.
Oh, wow, está bueno. ¿Tú oído de eso? ¿Tú oído de Viva Perú? Vaporub. VapoRub. Mentol. Okay. We tried.
So what did we learn? There is still a big stigma of CBD being illegal with the older community. And in general, not many people have an idea of what CBD really is. Maybe when the big brands finally take the big step into the CBD game, a lot of Latinos will likely try due to the trust in the name. But even then, you will have many skeptics. For now, the verdict on CBD is still TBD. Until then, I'm Juan Bago, and you've been briefed on CBD.
Eso arruina a la gente pobre. Al rico beneficia. Hay que ser inteligente, ¿sí o no?
Sí, verdad.
My name is Juan Bago, and I had a mission to get people in my community to try new things. With advice from my friends, doing experiments, and talking to anyone I could, I got some crazy results. Let me show you with my Bago Briefs. On this episode, I'm on a mission to find out more about crypto. So I took the A train to see the guy who I always get my advice from, my childhood friend, Jamie.
Well, let me tell you something. Latinos don't trust banks.
Even Banco Popular?
More like Banco Unpopular.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Yo, I like to keep my money under my mattress. It's like my own personal bank. Yeah, I even gave it a name too. Memory Foam Financial.
Oh, money in the mattress. Interesting concept.
I know, right? By the way, you got some money I could borrow? Yeah, just a couple bucks. Yeah, thank you. Oh man, I really hate this.
You gonna put that in the mattress?
What mattress?
So I took Jamie's advice and invited my neighbor Willie to be a part of my experiment. Willie, like older Latinos, is very protective and likes to put his money under the mattress. Unfortunately, it seems like he wasn't understanding my metaphor on how crypto works. Not even my fancy glasses or mini mattress could persuade him to trusting me. But he did donate $1 to the show's budget. Thanks, Willie. Fresh off of Willie's donation, I took the bus to Washington Heights to hear people's thoughts on crypto.
What do you know about crypto?
It's pretend money.
Cristo?
No, cryptocurrency. No, cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin.
La moneda virtual.
Sí. ¿Por qué un robo? Dime, explícame.
Droga eso.
Eso es para la gente que tiene dinero pero guardado, dinero viejo. Para la gente de dinero, para un pobre no.
I feel like the crypto space right now is predominantly white, young, tech. They're financially sound enough to take a risk.
Seems like I need to focus on how they can trust using crypto.
What would it take for you to trust cryptocurrency?
It needs to be regulated because a lot of people are using it for bad things, you know, like money laundering.
Tengo un par de primos que están en eso y se han aparecido del país ellos.
No,
y después Dios.
Time for me to step in and market something new to them. Something that they could trust from things they already use.
What's the hesitation?
I feel like we need visuals.
Funny enough, we came up with something. It's called mattress money. A cryptocurrency that is similar to putting money in a mattress. Would you think that will work? Maybe I have to workshop it more. Maybe because you're not convinced.
I used to work in the bank, and a lot of the customers that I had issues opening bank accounts because they had their money under the mattress or in the oven.
In the oven?
Yes.
¿Tú juegas la lotería?
Sí, claro.
Si yo tenía un cryptocurrency de lotería,
Ajá.
¿tú lo usas entonces?
No, no lo uso. Las probabilidades son muy pocas.
Sí, pero con cryptocurrency que es lotería, tú tienes más chances para ganar dinero.
Es posible.
Every 7 years, you put $200 in there and it goes into the crypto.
Okay, I would do that, yeah.
Okay, there you. This is great.
But what's making it multiply though?
That's above my pay grade. I don't know. I'm just trying to get them to lure into the crypto first. I'll figure that shit out later. I'm just trying to get more Latinos into cryptocurrency.
Okay, it's still in the startup phase. I need to regroup and get more answers.
¿Cómo tenemos más gente a usar cryptocurrency?
Se usa mucho lo que es boca a boca, mi líder. Eso es lo que se está usando ahora.
So word of mouth.
Once we get another Latino doing it, then they're going to be like, hey, fulana lo está haciendo.
So why haven't you told them about it?
Well, I tried to explain it, but it's hard for me to explain really. It's like shares of something that is, I don't really know.
Wow, this is why you're not pitching it, because it's hard to explain it.
Eso arruina a la gente pobre. Al rico beneficia. Hay que ser inteligente, ¿sí o no?
Sí, verdad.
Was he right? Should I market only to rich-looking Latinos?
Tú tienes una oportunidad a tener dinero con cryptocurrency, con el negocio tuyo. ¿Tú lo usas? Ok. Está bien, entonces. Gracias.
So what did we learn? When it comes to money, it's not just older Latinos that have trust issues. Crypto is something new and has been aligned with some controversy. So it might take longer for Latinos to catch on. And maybe that's not a bad thing. Until then, I'm Juan Bago, and you've been briefed on crypto.
No yoga. Jesús hace, es mi yoga.
Jesús,
Sí.
ese Jesús.
Gracias.
Eso le ofrezco, Dios le bendiga.
Sí.
My name is Juan Bago, and I had a mission to get people in my community to try new things. With advice from my friends, doing experiments, and talking to anyone I could, I got some crazy results. Let me show you with my Bago Briefs. On this episode, it's time to get Latinos into yoga. So I'm paying a visit to the person I always get advice from, my childhood friend, Jamie.
Yoga has improved everything. My mind, my body, but most importantly, my spirit. You know what? You should teach your own yoga class. Yeah, have people sign up.
Well, what kind of yoga class should I teach?
Well, there's hot yoga.
There's gonna be air conditioning where we're at.
Then there's couples yoga.
My girl and I are on a break right now.
What about naked yoga?
There's such thing?
Yeah, and I'm actually late for a class right now. Namaste, bro.
Jamie's right. I should start a yoga class. Not a naked one, of course. So I called my right-hand man, Nesepio, and we did outdoor yoga. Ah, what a feeling. So freeing. So relaxing. So okay. Talk about chakra blocking. Well, fresh off getting a ticket, I'm ready to hear what people think of yoga in Washington Heights.
¿Sabes la razón que los latinos no hacen yoga?
Que son vagos.
Son vagos. ¿Qué pasa con yoga?
No me pregunte nada de eso, que me estoy desayunando.
So yoga te hace el estómago mal. Yoga, que está ejercicio, que los blanquitos hacen así.
Yo soy cristiana.
¿Tú usas yoga?
De vez en cuando sentado en el piso.
¿Sentado en el piso? ¿Tú usas yoga?
No.
Pregúntale a las personas que tú estás en el teléfono si hacen yoga.
¿Tú haces yoga?
Yoga, como los blanquitos hacen.
No, I do the wave.
It's time to figure out what exercise is beating yoga in the Latino community. And it better not be Zumba.
What do you do when you want to work out?
I don't.
So you don't work out, so you just watch your diet.
Try my best.
Oh, so you're just winging it. You're just chilling, right? ¿Tú haces ejercicio?
Sí.
¿Qué clase de ejercicio tú?
Casero.
Casero.
En mi casa hago los ejercicios.
Caminar mucho. Mira, 57 años, yo no engordo. Porque yo camino.
Yo tengo 73.
¿Cuánto tú tienes?
63, pero no importa. Eso es yoga. Yoga me hizo esto a mí. ¿Tú usas yoga?
No la he hecho, pero sí es buena porque sirve para tú relajarte y para hacer ejercicio.
Es muy importante porque ayuda emocionalmente, físicamente.
Sí.
Tiene mucha ayuda, pero no sé por qué no, en realidad no sé.
Aquí no se vive de la salud natural, aquí se vive de la medicina, de la pastilla y de la
Ajá.
cosa. Sobre tú concientizar a la persona para que haga yoga, para que no tenga que ir al médico, es un trabajo tuyo que tú tienes que hacer.
Okay. What do you think is one thing that can help get more Latinos to do yoga?
Well, at least let them know that there's another level to it, like Pilates.
Yeah. Oh, you know the names. Are you a yoga expert and you're trying to educate me?
I watch a lot of, like X-rated movies sometimes, and they do yoga.
Although they say sex sells, I tried a more PG-rated approach to my yoga marketing.
All right, I have a couple of moves that I've created because I want to get more Latinos to do yoga. Do you think that if we came up with like a chancleta throwing thing,
that sounds good.
grandmothers, grandfathers.
I think there'd be a lot of flashbacks to a lot of us.
Okay, so there's too much PTSD and will not get you relaxed.
Definitely not relaxed, exact opposite.
Llega a la casa esta noche.
Y voy a hacer una chancleta.
Así, haz un punto así. Así, tú ves.
Perfecto.
Definitely my mom.
Your mom?
She's a chancleta thrower.
Pretend I'm your mom and you want to show the chancleta move. I'll just, there we go, right? Like that. And breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Si tú estás haciendo así, boom, eso es yoga. Eso es yoga. Ustedes estaban haciendo yoga y no sabían que estaban haciendo yoga. No esa la chancleta de verdad, pero es así. ¿Tú usas yoga entonces?
No.
No yoga. Jesús hace, es mi yoga.
Jesús,
Sí.
ese Jesús.
Gracias.
Le ofrezco, Dios le bendiga.
Sí.
So what did we learn? Looks like a lot of older Latinos correlate yoga to a religion that they don't even follow. And those that do know of it would rather do traditional forms of exercise. But when I gave them a pose that they knew of, they were more open to learning about yoga. And that's a great first step. And who knows, maybe there will be a new form of yoga with a Latino twist to it. In the meantime, namaste. I'm Juan Bago, and you've been briefed on yoga.
Cierra tus ojos, tú estás en Guatemala, en paz, tranquilo ahí. ¿Tú usas entonces el Metaverse?
No.
My name is Juan Bago, and I had a mission to get people in my community to try new things. With advice from my friends, doing experiments, and talking to anyone I could, I got some crazy results. Let me show you with my Bago Briefs. On this episode, I wanted to spread the word about the metaverse to my neighborhood. So I took an Uber to see the person I always take advice from, my childhood friend, Jamie.
Wait, so you've seriously never heard of the metaverse before? The metaverse is just a bunch of 3D virtual worlds where you can socialize, shop, even go to concerts.
You done all of that?
No, I'm actually banned from the metaverse. I didn't even know that was a thing.
You know what, you're right. The metaverse can be tricky for first timers, so I'm gonna create my own. By the way,
pretty meta, huh?
I invited my next door neighbor Vilma to try out my metaverse VR headset. Vilma has been planning on retiring and moving to the Dominican Republic, so she is perfect for my experiment. With my headset, Vilma can feel like she's back in her homeland. See, she thinks this is so real. I think this might be a hit. Okay, not the hit I was looking for. I think there's some kinks to work out. Vilma hasn't been returning my phone calls, so in the meantime, I head to Washington Heights to get more input on what people think of the metaverse.
¿Tú oído del Metaverse?
No tengo idea.
Do you know anybody, any Latinos, Dominicans that use the Metaverse?
No one.
Do you see Mark Zuckerberg, that he puts the goggles on and they're doing this?
Yeah, those things. I know about it.
Would you use that?
Maybe.
Tú me dices a mí ahora, ¿qué es Metaverse?
Los lentes que uno se pone, que uno cree que anda en la nave espacial, la vaina de la montaña rusa y toda esa cosa.
Now that I found some people that know about the metaverse, it's time to get some suggestions on how to get more Latinos into it.
What do you think a couple other ideas are join the Metaverse?
That it could give you easier access to sites and places to see without having to physically go there.
I gotta tell them that they can go to church in the Metaverse.
So whatever subject they like best.
That's it. Maybe Latinos need to know the power of traveling to their favorite places without leaving their homes.
Si yo te digo a ti, el Metaverse, tú lo pones ahí, tú puedes ir a Santo Domingo, ahí para vacaciones, no se te salir al apartamento, tú lo usas entonces.
Ahí está raro.
¿Es raro?
No, yo no uso eso.
¿Por qué? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué es el problema?
Te lo pones y te crees real, te está cayendo un precipicio y cuando vienes a ver te cae de verdad y es mentira, eres tú.
¿De dónde tú eres?
De Guatemala.
Ok, so tú cierras tus ojos, tú estás en Guatemala, en paz, tranquilo ahí. ¿Tú usas entonces el Metaverse?
No.
Okay, next level. Marketing the metaverse using famous Latinos to really hook them in.
Si yo te digo a ti que Walter Mercado y Don Francisco dijeron, mira, usa el Metaverse, ¿tú lo usas?
No, eso, para empezar, este está muerto.
But he's dead, though.
Well, did you hear about Tupac? And they did a hologram of Tupac, remember that?
Really? Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay, so they could put Walter Mercado in the Metaverse.
A mí no me importa ni Don Francisco, yo no hago lo que...
Pero Don Francisco no es como Jesús para los latinos. Mete mano.
Oh, yes, sure.
Why would it work?
Because that's a phrase that they would use. That's a phrase that is very catchy and they're cool like that.
Mete mano, ¿tú lo usas entonces?
No.
¿Tú te piensas esa cosa que tú lo uses con esto ahí? Es que es muy raro entonces.
Es raro.
Mira, mijo, mete mano. If you don't use it, you're not cool.
She's in. I think I finally got something for those non-believing Latinos.
¿Qué tú necesitas para tener más confianza a usar el Metaverse?
Necesito en mi vista ver real lo que eso que está ahí, y punto.
Yo no sé. Tú no sabes si es verdad o no. ¿Cómo tú sabes?
Porque la vista me lo dice.
¿Tú puedes estar en un sueño ahora?
¿Ah?
¿Tú y yo estamos en un sueño? ¿Estamos
¿Es
ahí
un sueño? No, ahora mismo no.
You know what? Maybe I need a more aggressive, no-nonsense, straight-to-the-point voice.
Mira la cámara ahí mismo y dice los latinos.
Todos los latinos tengamos que comprar una cosa de esa y ponérsela. Eso es lo que está de moda ahora.
Ahí mismito, coño.
So what did we learn? Like all technology, the younger crowd will embrace and use it first, and the older generation will be weary to use it due to safety and really not understanding how to use it. It just takes time. But look at tablets and cell phones. Those took time. Now everyone has one. Speaking of cell phones, I hope Vilma returns my phone calls. Until then, I'm Juan Bago, and you've been briefed on the metaverse.
Hello, you reach Vilma. I can pick up the phone right now, especially if your name is Juan Bago.
¿Más latinos necesitan usar cristals o no importa?
No, a Cristo.
No, crystals.
No, a Cristo.
My name is Juan Bago, and I had a mission to get people in my community to try new things. With advice from my friends, doing experiments, and talking to anyone I could, I got some crazy results. Let me show you with my Bago Briefs. On this episode, I'm trying to get more Latinos into using crystals. So I'm going to the person I always get advice from, my childhood friend, Jamie.
Crystals serve many different purposes. People consider crystals as part of their religion. So you gotta spread the word on this religion, man. Wow. Let me make this crystal clear. Take it to the streets.
You mean with crystal meth?
I mean, no. What? Come on, man. You know somebody?
Growing up, I've been familiar with people testifying on the streets. It was time for me and my amigo Necipio to spread the word of Cristo.
No mañana, no ayer, hoy. Hoy. Ay, mira, lo siento. Los Cristos están adentro de mí. Óyeme bien. ¿Tú me oyes? ¿Tú me oyes bien? Necesitas Cristos en tu vida. Hay Cristos.
Armed with the spirit of crystals in me, it's time to get the 411 on crystals in, you guessed it, Washington Heights.
¿Tú usas cristales?
No,
¿Por qué no?
porque eso es malo para la salud. Lo usan la juventud para drogarse, para hacerse daño.
Oh, no eso cristal, no.
Whoa, we started off on the wrong foot. Let's try that again.
Parece que no hay muchos latinos que usan cristales.
No uso.
¿Tú conoces a gente que ha usado cristals? Abuelas, tías.
No sé hacer, no.
Gracias, man.
Okay, let's try to find anyone here who knows what I'm talking about.
What do you know about crystals?
Chakra, energy, more sunlight.
Where did you drop by? You are very educated when it comes to this.
Some are for money, some are for good luck.
Yes, that. Do you believe in crystals and their powers?
Of course. Everything has a type of ashe or type of energy.
Do you have any?
No, not at all.
Why not?
I believe in energy. I believe it comes from the spirit.
Have you bought crystals in the past?
Of course.
How many crystals do you own?
Do I own?
Yeah.
Oh, that's confidential. I can't say that on the air.
You own some like rocks like that.
Who got you to use the rock?
I had a dream about it, and I just thought the rocks were pretty, so I just bought them.
Okay, now it's time to find out the why.
Why is there like a stigma or not enough Latinos know about crystals?
No offense to anybody, Catholicism, stuff like that, lead us astray from nature because they think it's like some type of brujeria, but it's really not. It's just the earth.
What you're trying to do is introduce inclusivity into a market that's been exploited that we already know that we have for free because we can go to the park and get crystals. No?
Okay.
Looks like I should market crystals so it's less mental and more spiritual.
Crystals and Cristo sound the same, right? In Spanish. Yeah. If I told like your aunt that Cristo used crystals, you think she'll be into that?
I don't think it's gonna go unless the church says it.
If you think that if older Latinos saw a picture with Jesus Christ with a crystal, then maybe they will get into crystal?
They wouldn't believe that's him.
Oh, really? Time to find out if I'm blessed with great marketing skills.
Que esto es un foto de verdad.
Claro.
¿Más latinos necesitan usar crystals o no importa?
No, Cristo.
No, crystals.
No, a Cristo, pero no un cristal.
Do you feel like if Latinos were told that Walter Mercado endorsed crystals, do you think they will get more Latinos to get into crystals?
Of course, because like a public figure, somebody that Latinos really like listen to a lot, then of course. They know who he is, they've seen his show. They might just look to him as a guide, but don't want to dabble themselves hands-on because they feel like, all right, let me just listen. But if I go hands-on, I'm messed up.
If Jesus and Mercado can't convince, what can?
So what do you think for me to get more people into crystals, or Latinos more specifically?
If you want to do this, do the pet rock movement. So just put little googly eyes on it and people will buy it because it's cute.
There comes power within believing in something. So if I believe that crystals are giving me this healing spirit or making me feel better, then might as well just go for it.
Okay, I see where you're going with this. Yeah. So in some ways, it's almost like a placebo.
Exactly. If somebody's willing to open their mind and go further and deeper, then they should have no problem. As long as they're objective and they're pure at heart, their goals will be met.
So what did we learn? Some Latinos won't mess with crystals because of their negative view on what it represents. But those who do use it see it as a positive influence. So maybe with the right marketing, it will allow people to be more open to the idea that crystals can be a positive influence in their lives. Until then, I'm Juan Bago, and you've been briefed on crystals.
If I do keto, I let go of rice. Yes. I'm Dominican, man, no.
My name is Juan Bago, and I had a mission to get people in my community to try new things. With advice from my friends, doing experiments, and talking to anyone I could, I got some crazy results. Let me show you with my Bago Briefs. On this episode, I need to know how I can get more Latinos into keto. So I'm headed to go see the person I always get advice from, my childhood friend, Jamie.
Look, if you want to master the keto diet, you gotta practice portion control.
Damn, does that mean I can't have my rice and beans?
Nah, you can still have rice and beans. Yes. Yeah, man. Check it out. 2 grains of rice and 1 bean.
No, please.
All right, more for me then. Bean appetit. So good. So good.
With this experiment, I wanted to invite back Willie and Vilma, who are always excited to do my experiments. As a thank you gift, I promised them a home-cooked keto meal. And like Jamie said, you can have your cake and eat it too with keto. Well, minus the carbs. I decided to join them and eat the remaining portion. Hey, you can't let good food go to waste. I guess they couldn't handle the temptation. Oh well, more for me. Now, I'm hitting the streets and hopefully we'll get a better response to keto than my neighbors.
¿De diet keto?
¿Keto?
Sí.
No sé qué es keto.
Eso es para la gente que tienen la masa, ¿verdad? Like, you know. No, it could be anybody. Sí, no, es que muchos latinos no han oído la keto. Yo estoy diciendo que keto es una cosa que quita todos los carbohydrates y todo eso. Have you heard of keto before?
I have.
Have you done keto?
Very little, yes.
What was the pushback about keto? Why didn't you want to do it?
There's no pushbacks, just I think everything in moderation. You gotta see what works for you. Not everything works for everyone.
Do you know any Latinos that have ever done keto before?
Yeah, I have. I honestly don't know if it has worked out for them. Everybody has a different type of metabolism, so I wouldn't really know what works for them or not.
She has a point. First, I had to find out what diet Latinos are currently forcing themselves to do.
What kind of diet do you have?
What I can at the moment, really. Yeah.
So your diet is anything. You just eat anything like that. What do you eat?
My diet's not restricted. I just eat what I eat. Go to the gym.
How old are you?
30.
But once you get older, you're gonna have to restrict a little bit. It's natural, for sure.
Porque yo estoy llevando una alimentación un poco saludable, poca grasa, poca harina. Hoy en día la gente no se está alimentando saludable. Yo tengo unos compañeros de trabajo que ellos no se saben alimentar bien. Entonces ellos me critican a mí. Algunos me ven haciendo ejercicio. Mira ese loco. Oye, hasta qué grado llega la ignorancia. Loco a una persona que está haciendo ejercicio.
Comiendo bien.
Nos falta mucha educación, mucha conciencia.
God, so I have to market keto using a common brand name so it's less unfamiliar.
Y si yo te digo a ti que hay una Goya te va a salir con una cosa que se llama Ketobo, ¿tú la usas?
Sí. I mean, if you do that kind of marketing in this Latino area, I think it can. If they see Goya, they're gonna be like, oh, this is something new, I'm gonna try it.
You think your relatives would get into it?
Possibly.
Or possibly not?
Who knows?
All right.
They would try it, but eventually they'll go back to their regular.
So you're just saying that keto would be something very temporary and then they go back to the rice and beans?
Like everything else, you cannot get away from your foundation.
Is he right? Are Latinos destined to go back to familiar eating habits no matter what?
Do you think that maybe keto, which is low carb, will be hard for Latinos to give up, like the rice and beans and the traditional Latino foods?
Oh, definitely. Giving up rice is really hard, especially for us, because that's what we grew up with that, so it's definitely gonna be hard.
Can you give up rice?
I can. Well, honestly, no, I can't. I can't.
Wow. ¿Puedes vivir en tu vida sin arroz?
Sí, me pondría, lo lograría.
¿Y habichuela?
No, habichuela no, porque tiene proteína.
If I do keto, I let go of rice. Yes. I'm Dominican, man, no.
Wow, at this point, I'm just hoping someone says maybe.
Is keto something that you would look into?
Possibly.
I take that as a yes. Thank you.
So what did we learn? That not many Latinos know what the keto diet really is. And those who do know say it may not be for everyone, because the requirements might go against what Latinos have known since they were a child. Bigger portions. And in itself, all diets are really hard to follow. And any new thing is hard to do. And that seems to be the theme for this whole season. Change is hard. Trying new things you don't know about is even harder. Maybe it just takes a discussion or a guy pushing a microphone in their face to inform any generation of what those new things are. And at the end of the day, if all we get is a maybe, that's just one step forward in changing people's mind. So go to your neighbor, go to a relative, go to your friend, and have conversations about new things so you can all inform each other. Until then, I'm Juan Bago, and you've been briefed on the keto diet.